Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So yesterday I came across a segment on ESPN First Take, and on the panel it was Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Brian Windhorst, maybe somebody else. I don't remember who the last person was. I could be wrong, right? And inevitably, they were talking about what was going on with the Lakers. And in specific, they were reacting to some comments that LeBron made in terms of whether or not he would recruit Luka Doncic to remain with the Lakers. As you guys know, Luka has an opportunity this summer to sign with another team. A lot of people seem to have forgotten this. They seem like, oh, it's just a foregone conclusion that Luka is going to be with the Lakers, that they don't realize that Luka could go sign with another team. Now, a lot of people feel like he's going to re-sign with the Lakers no matter what, although there are other candidates out there in terms of teams that wouldn't mind having him on their roster. So they were reacting to it. And basically the general gist of the conversation was, should LeBron feel a sense of obligation to the Lakers to try to recruit Luka Doncic, right? So this is what everybody was weighing in on. And then when it came time for Kendrick Perkins to weigh in on the matter, he didn't hold back. And you know Kendrick Perkins, from time to time, he gives some pretty straightforward, blunt critiques on some of the things that LeBron does and says. And in this particular occasion, as he was answering a question, he said LeBron absolutely should feel obligated to recruit Luka to the Lakers. He's like, they signed Bronny. It's like, this should be a scratch my back situation and I scratch your back situation. You should absolutely use try to recruit Luka. And he essentially called him out for using the Lakers to sign Bronny, and then is up there talking about he's not willing to help them in return. So these are the comments that we want to get into. But before we even get into what Kendrick Perkins had to say, our video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is we're going to play exactly what Kendrick Perkins had to say in terms of whether or not he believes LeBron should feel obligated to help the Lakers recruit Luka. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what Kendrick Perkins had to say here.
Perk, should LeBron feel some responsibility to recruit Luka to sign with the Lakers?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A lot of responsibility. Right? Didn't Rob Pelinka feel the responsibility to draft Bronny? Didn't Rob Pelinka feel the responsibility to hire J.J. Redick, right? Which was a LeBron James hire as well. So why not? Why not? I mean, damn. They scratched your back. You can't scratch theirs. And you're talking about Luka Doncic. And correct me if I'm wrong, Wendy, but hasn't LeBron been on record saying that Luka is the one player before he got to the Lakers that he would love to play with? Like he loved Luka Doncic's game. Matter of fact, didn't he want Luka to be somewhat of a, under his brand as for a signature shoe? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Hell yeah, you got to help the Lakers. Yes, you should be a part of it. The Lakers has done everything and more to please LeBron James, from firing Darvin Ham to trading away key pieces to get Russell Westbrook in. That didn't work. You shipped Russell Westbrook out. He became the scapegoat. Draft comes, you sign Bronny, you draft Bronny James, you sign him to a contract, you guaranteed all across the board. Kudos to that. But then you get your coach in J.J. Redick, who you started a podcast with. You damn right he should be in the process and help the Lakers for us getting Luka to resign back.
Go ahead, Perk. I'll let you go again before I chime in.
I never said that shouldn't be the Lakers' main priority. Luka should. LeBron James said it himself. Hey, Luka, we don't need you to fit in. We need you to fit out. He basically handed the keys to Luka, and rightfully so. The question is, should it be on LeBron to get Luka to resign? Not go out and get
LeBron doesn't have
pieces,
a 5-year vision for the Lakers. Like, LeBron's going year to year. The 5-year vision for the Lakers is on Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka.
And is Bronny on the roster for the next, 3 years?
Maybe.
Is JJ, I'm saying, he's on the roster right now. He signed with the Lakers guaranteed money, right? His contract was 4 years. Am I correct?
Yep.
Okay, is JJ Redick on the roster for the next 5 years?
Yeah, and that's why JJ and Rob Pelinka are working with Luka. That's the guys who've got to convince him to sign, not LeBron.
You are special. Let me say this. You are absolutely right. And Perk, it is not. I want to make sure that I'm very, very clear. It is not LeBron James' responsibility to ensure that Luka Doncic re-signs with the Los Angeles Lakers. But that doesn't mean he shouldn't feel a responsibility. That's where we're going here. Put Wendy and Perk up on the screen because I want to see them when I'm saying this. I want to emphasize, it is not LeBron's responsibility, meaning from the rest of us. He shouldn't have that official responsibility. But should he feel a responsibility? Well, the operative words would be, why not? When LeBron went to Miami, was he not recruited by D-Wade? I mean, would he have been in Miami if it were not for D-Wade? He deserves credit for choosing to go to Los Angeles because he certainly didn't have to. And he chose to wear a Lakers uniform and stay with the Lakers all of these years. That is true. But Darvin Ham is gone despite taking them to a Western Conference Finals. J.J. Redick, who you were doing the podcast with, is the coach. I mean, stop the presses. Please don't stab me in the heart. I'm not committing a crime here. I'm just reporting the facts. Is not Bronny James on that roster? You trying to tell me that the Los Angeles Lakers were clamoring to go and get him with the number 55 overall pick? They just couldn't wait to do it? That's what happened. It had nothing to do with LeBron. The NBA, the business of the NBA is about relationships. LeBron has a relationship with the Los Angeles Lakers. He has a relationship, one would surmise, with teammates in his locker room. So no matter what the dollars say, because obviously the dollars matter, but if you're somebody like Luka, other than what Dallas wouldn't give you, the kind of dollars that the Lakers are offering you, you could get around that ballpark from anybody else if you were out on a free agent market or what have you. So those relationships that a Rob Pelinka can't have, a Jeannie Buss can't have, but you can have with your teammate inside that locker room, which LeBron James is clearly a leader in.
So you heard what Kendrick and even Stephen A. Smith had to say there in terms of this entire situation here. What are my thoughts on this? Well, when they were first talking, I was like, well, does LeBron really owe them anything? I was like, nah. But then he brought up the aspect of them signing Bronny. And then Stephen A. Smith as well touched on it. And he said the reason Bronny is on the Lakers is 100% because of LeBron and because he had made it clear over the last few years that his dream would be to play in the NBA with his son. As a matter of fact, at the end of the season, was it the end of the season or I think when he was speaking to the media after the Lakers got eliminated, they asked him, where does it rank in terms of the things you've done in the NBA alongside and then playing with your son? And he goes, is right there at the top. Like nothing compares to it. And I can actually imagine that. So it was something that you could see that he really, really wanted to do. And I think for him, playing with his son this season actually probably made it worthwhile for him, even though they didn't win the championship. But in terms of the Lakers kind of doing him a favor, he should also feel the same obligation to do it. I understand that, right? I understand that. Let's just be honest. Look, LeBron James is the biggest player in the NBA that we've had in this era in terms of the notoriety, in terms of the attention that he garners. He's the face of the league, for goodness sake. No one is disputing that. But the Lakers are still the Lakers, right? The Lakers are still the Lakers. The Lakers are more beloved than LeBron himself because, first of all, the Lakers have been around longer. Number two, the fan base is bigger. Number three, they've had so many storied players play for the franchise that they have this massive fan base. So for you to join the Lakers, even though you're the face of the league, you're now arguably on the biggest platform the NBA has, which is the Laker stage, right? It's the biggest fan base, right? You travel from arena to arena and you always see the Lakers. Like it's just crazy. They're all over the world, Laker fans. So it helped enhance LeBron's profile. Although he was the face of the NBA, it still helped enhance his profile. In terms of Bronny playing on the Lakers, I mean, for goodness sakes, bro, you get to play for the Lakers, right? And they absolutely drafted him because of his father. So LeBron should feel some type of obligation. Now, here's my take on this. Given the fact that LeBron is at the tail end of his career and he's about to retire, and given all of the things that the Lakers have done to pretty much capitulate to him, I think it would be the nice thing to do. He's like, hey, man, look, I only have, 1 or 2 more years in the NBA. Sure, why not? I have no problem recruiting Luka. I mean, that's the least I can do. You guys have done a lot for me anyway. Not to mention all of the drama that I've caused while being here and all of the madness that's gone down while I've been here on the Lakers. Sure, I can absolutely do that for you. So I understand where Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith are coming from. So the question to the audience is simply this. Do you agree with Kendrick Perkins that LeBron should definitely feel obligated to recruit Luka to stay with the Lakers? Or do you feel like, no, that's not his job. That's for Rob and these guys to handle? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.